Yo, we live. Hey man, welcome back to the Golden Goose DFS show, man. I am your host, Chandler Blakely, aka Goose, man. Here today bringing you another edition of my starting five for Draftkings and Fanduel, alright? And before we get started on that, man, you know we got the lineup review from this Friday night slate, man. Weird slate, man. Very weird slate, man. Low scoring, man. 320, 330 would have brought you home. So you probably would have took down some GPPs, some single entries tonight, man. As really none of the real stars got there. We had a fluke injury to Embiid, man. Hoping he's alright with that. But let's get into it, man. I had my best lineup pulled up, man. Right here with the updated starting five, man. 276, man. Finished just outside the money, man. The cash line tonight was about 279, 280, depending on your contest where you was. So we could have finished in the money still, even though our guys didn't perform like we wanted them to. So if you saw the updated starting five, man, you'll see I went with LeBron James, Kevin Porter Jr., Dylan Brooks, Kelton Johnson, and Joel Embiid, man. All right, how I came up with that, man. We knew it was a lot of value today, man. We knew it was gonna be stars and scrubs, man. So I wanted to try to get one of the superstars who was gonna be popular. That's how I ended with Joel Embiid right here. He was pretty popular at 52% on, but he was like pretty much the highest projected guy on the slate, man, in a smash spot against the Wizards, man. And he was on his way to a monster performance for us, man. But he hurt his knee a few minutes into that third quarter, man, and was not able to finish, man. Hope his knee is all right, man. You can't do anything about that, man. That's just bad luck. Just things happen, man. Like I said, if he didn't get hurt, he would at least gave us about 50 fantasy points, and that would easily put us into the money on tonight's slate. But hey, wishing him the best, man. Hoping he back. Hoping it's nothing too serious. So after I locked in Joel Embiid, man, my other superstar, man, I wanted to go LeBron James, man, as I thought he was projected pretty well, and he was coming in lower on than some of the other stars like Jokic and Vucevic. But LeBron didn't really do much tonight, man. The Lakers got a win without LeBron having an over the top performance, man. Only he gave us a little small double double tonight, man. Only 39 DK points, man. Needed way more on tonight's slate, man. But if you went with any of the pay up options, the 10K guys, man, everybody pretty much let you down except for Jokic, man. And he didn't have a super crazy performance. He only gave you 62, man. And B got hurt, LeBron failed, Vucevic failed. It didn't really matter where you go on the 10K guys, man. If you didn't get Jokic, you pretty much went wrong, all right? That was the Embiid and LeBron was the core pieces of my starting five, along with the other guy, Kevin Porter Jr., man. If you saw the video yesterday, man, I told you he was a free square. Just lock him in, have 100% of them. Don't worry about his ownership. So that's how you knew. I knew Kevin Porter was gonna be here from last night. It didn't matter, man. At 77% on, he should have been 100% as he crushed his price tag, made and gave you 47.75 DK points, man. Love it. But we not worried about that. We knew we was gonna be super chalky with that play. We knew it wasn't gonna set us apart. So, but we knew he was poised for a big performance. So we just locked him in. Coming in at power forward, Kelton Johnson, man, I felt like he was still a fairly good play, man. He was drawing a lot of ownership early in the day, but once we got some of that Houston news, uh, his ownership fell down, and I still liked him in the matchup, man. I still thought he was a great value play, man. The ownership going down was just a plus for me, man. I didn't want to get too chalky and just throw in 3 and 4 Houston guys, man. So I want to go Kelton Johnson, try to get a little different. We got him at right at 19% ownership, man. He gave us 18, man. He was on his way to a great night, but the Spurs just ran away with this one, man, against Orlando, man. Kelton Johnson only played like 22 minutes, man. If the game had been closer, I expected him to see close to 30, man. He probably could have returned better value for us, but the blowout hurt us right here in this matchup. But hey, my next pick was Dylan Brooks, man, rounding out the starting five, man. I wanted to try to get different here, man. Wanted a piece of this Nuggets Memphis game, man, as I felt like it could be a close game. It could be down to the wire, maybe possibly get a little shot at OT. You never try to predict those things, but I felt like if any game could, this one and the Lakers probably, there was two of the closer spreads on the slate. So we went Dylan Brooks here, man. Thought he was in a nice spot. Knew he would go overlooked, especially with all that Houston value opening up. Got him at 6.5% ownership, man. He gave us 28.75, was just okay, man. A little over 5x right here. Didn't kill us, man, but didn't push us to the top of the leaderboard, man. All right, and rounding out this lineup, man, I wanted to throw another stud in here because I knew this type of bills I would be facing. So I wanted to go right here, and that's how, with Jimmy Butler, man. We got him at 39% ownership in his up-paced matchup against the Bulls. Still no Bam. We knew Jimmy Butler. We took him last night. We was right back at him tonight, man. With no Bam, we knew he had to shoulder most of the load, man. He got it done for you over here. 52.75 DraftKings points. Very solid at this 9,200 price tag, all right? After I locked Jimmy Butler in, man, it was just about what I could get for the salary I had left, man. Wanted to go to one of the Houston guys. Wanted to go Kenyon Martin Jr. Knew he'd be pretty popular, but at the flat minimum, I knew he couldn't really kill you. So we threw him in right there, man. And then we only had 3,100 left, man. We were Randall at the top, rolling the dice on him. He saw 30 minutes the night before. Was expecting him to be in line for that again tonight, with everybody still being out, including Aaron Gordon being out tonight. But he didn't do much for us, man. 12.25 DraftKings points, man, at 3,100, man. Didn't quite get it done, man. But there you have it, man. My best lineup last night, man. Like I said, man, just a little bit of bad luck. We still should have cashed with this lineup. But, hey, if things happen, man, it's on to the next day, all right? So let's go take a look at Saturday, see what I got brewing for y'all, man. And while I'm doing that, please hit the subscribe button, man. Hit the like button for your boy, man. It's greatly appreciated and much needed. Thank y'all so much for tuning in, all right? Looking at tomorrow's slate, man. Opening up at point guard, man. A guy I want to look at, man, is Dalian Wright, man. Right here in this matchup against the Nets, man. We know Dennis Smith Jr. is out, man. Should solidify the minutes for Wright, man. I'm expecting him to see right at 30 minutes, man, in a great matchup against the Brooklyn Nets. Up-paced matchup, man. Dalian Wright can give you a nice return at this 5,500 price tag, especially in this matchup against the Nets, when we already know the pace and the lack of defense that matchup's going to hold, man. I want to look at Dalian Wright right here tomorrow. Coming in as shooting guard, man. A guy I want to take a chance on tomorrow is Chris Middleton, man. Look, his performances have just been mediocre. He hasn't been giving us a huge ceiling performance as of late, man. I definitely believe he goes overlooked tomorrow. Should come in at low ownership, especially this 8K price tag. But I like him in this matchup against the Wizards, man. This probably gonna be your highest total on the slate, one of the highest totals, if not the highest. And in the matchup against the Wizards, man, a matchup against the Nets, man, they could cure whatever's been ailing your offensive game, man. So I'm looking for Middleton to crank it up and give us a nice ceiling performance right here in this matchup, man, against the Washington Wizards, all right? Coming in as small forward, man, a guy I want to look at is Anthony Edwards, man, especially in this matchup against the Portland Trail Blazers, man. Anthony Edwards has been very solid as of late, man. He's averaging like 38 fantasy points over his last 5 games, man. That's very solid, especially at this 6,500 price tag, especially in this matchup against the Trail Blazers. Another high total game right here we want to try to take advantage of. Get you some Anthony Edwards tomorrow, all right? Coming in at power forward, man, a guy I want to look at. PJ Washington in this matchup against the Raptors, man. The rotation in at center, man. A few minutes he's been getting at center has really been helping his fantasy production, man. He's been very solid, man, the last 3 or 4 games, excluding one game where he struggled, but PJ Washington in this matchup, man, expect him he still should continue to get minutes at the center, man. That just helps his peripheral stats, man. Get you some PJ Washington. I like this matchup against the Raptors tomorrow, all right? And coming in at center, man, a guy I want to go back to, paid off for us the other night, see if he can do it again. Like the price tag on Mr. Chris Boucher here, man, 6,600. He should see at 30 minutes, man. They've been playing him as of late, man, and this game is gonna fit him to a T, man. Going against the Hornets, man, you know LaMelo likes to push the pace. The Hornets want to try to get out and play fast, and that's right up Boucher's alley, man. He's a rim runner, man. He likes to run the court, get out in transition, get easy dunks at the rim, man. And with no physically imposing center over there for Toronto, man, I see no reason why Chris Boucher shouldn't get plenty of run tomorrow, man. I like him in this matchup against the Hornets, all right? There you have it, man. My starting five for Draftkings tomorrow. DeLeon Wright, Chris Middleton, Anthony Edwards, PJ Washington, and Chris Boucher. Alright. Now let's go take a look at FanDuel, see what I like over there. Alright. And if you're still here and haven't hit the like or the subscribe button, man, what you waiting on? Opening up at point guard over on FanDuel, man. Kid I want to take a look at, Mr. De'Aaron Fox, man. Kid has been balling, man. Balling very hard. I like him in this matchup against Atlanta, man. Trae Young is nowhere near defensive stopper, man. Fox should be able to have his way with Trae in this matchup, man. I'm looking for a big performance out of it. Should be a good total on this game as well, man. I'm looking for Fox to get it done at his 8,700 price tag, all right? Coming at shooting guard, man. Want to stay with my boy Anthony Edwards. A couple $100 cheaper over here on FanDuel. I already told you, man. He's been averaging 38 fantasy points, man, the last couple games. I like him in this matchup, all right? Small forward, man. Staying with him. Chris Middleton, man. I might die on this hill tomorrow, especially at FanDuel. He's 7,500, man. I think he's way too cheap for this matchup and what he can do, man. I'm looking for him to give us upside close to his ceiling performance tomorrow. Expecting 40 plus from Chris Middleton in this matchup tomorrow. I like him on both sides, all right? Coming in at power forward, man. Staying with Chris Boucher, man. 6,700. Still like the price tag, man. I just told you the matchup fits him perfectly. Fits him to a T, man. He's a fantasy point per minute beast, man. If he's going to see 30 minutes, he should absolutely put up another monster game for us in this matchup against the Hornets, all right? And round it out at center on FanDuel, a guy I want to take a look at, DeAndre Ayton, man, at 6,700, man. I like the matchup against the Pacers, man. His minutes have been down lately, but that's due to like blowouts and a little foul trouble in a game where they didn't really need him. We expecting this game to be a lot closer, no blowout here. So if in a closer game, I see no reason why he can't get 30 to 35 minutes in it. And at this price tag, man, he can possibly give us a 40-point return, man. He's averaging right at 33 FanDuel points on the year. That's going to be pushing 6x at this price tag right here. I think he can give us a nice performance. Like I said, I'm expecting at least 40 plus from DeAndre Ayton tomorrow, man. Get you some Ayton in this matchup, all right? There you have it, man. My starting five on FanDuel tomorrow. De'Aaron Fox, Anthony Edwards, Chris Middleton, Chris Boucher, and DeAndre Ayton, all right? Man, y'all know that's going to do it for us here tonight, man. Y'all know the motto. Chances make champions. Y'all green up. I see y'all tomorrow, all right? Let's go.